Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, this is the Fandom Realm, and today we are looking at the much anticipated return of Young Royals. So we're going to look at episode 1 of season 3. As always, spoilers may be abound, so just be aware. Now, I know, like probably everybody watching this, I am just out of this world ready to see the third season of Young Royals. The first 2 seasons have really been must-watch TV, and it's something that, you know, before Young Royals, and this is just sort of stupid, but before Young Royals, I was not really into anything with any type of captions going on. I just English and do it that way. But I've really, fallen for this series. I love the characters. I think, especially Edvin writing is one of the best young actors out there. I hope to see him get a ton more work, especially for U.S. audiences. And so, with that, I'm just so excited to get back and get into Young Royals. It was very well watched. Back when I wasn't doing video like this. So hopefully we're going to have even more viewers now. So come along and let's take a look at Season 3, Episode 1 of Young Royals. It looks like they're starting out at the palace. Some type of meeting, probably over the video.
Det där kommer ta så långt. Jag tror det kommer gå över.
Ja.
Har du tagit tabletter?
Ja.
Don't mind me, I'm but a flicker out here.
Oh, that look. I love that look when they do that. Is something wrong with the Queen? Is she having some health problems? Are we going to lose the Queen this season? Is William going to become king? I was wondering when we really see snow in Sweden.
Mi amor, para que te veas más serio, abotonate esto aquí.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Mediala situationen. Vi vill tillsammans med er se över möjligheterna att nå en förlikning.
I'm sorry, I don't like him. Okay, so it is a settlement.
I en rättegång så hade knappast bevisen eller vittnesmålen räckt till en fällande dom. Frågan är om videon i sig ens skulle anses.
Well, that's interesting.
Videon är ju relativt oskyldig.
Oskyldig? Hur kan du säga så? Han försökte förstöra deras liv. Och efter prinsess Tal kom Nordisk motståndsrörelse till Bjärstad och...
Good mom.
Kan vi ta en kort paus här bara? Jag ska överlägga med min klient lite.
Ja, vi tar en kort paus.
If you haven't noticed, guys, I have this on Swedish with English subtitles. I meant to do it the other way, but this is how we got it.
Ganska upp dig. Det blir bra det här.
Det är så jävla lätt när de sitter och tittar på mig som att jag vore någon jävla
And I'm actually glad because I'm using the subtitles, because I'm going to have to take a lot of dialogue out because there's a lot of music playing in these clips. So that's one of the reasons.
Jävla piss. Du tycker att jag är en pissmänniska?
Nej.
Tycker du att jag är ond eller?
Nej.
That's his stepdad, right?
Älskar monarkin.
Men den viktiga frågan är väl, älskar monarkin dig?
True.
Rättegång. Och då står du helt ensam mot August och hans advokat. En av Sveriges bästa. Och det är ett väldigt generöst erbjudande.
Vad hade han tänkt betala?
1,2 miljoner kronor.
I think I would want over too.
För att betala. Och det är det värsta straffet som August kan få. Jag orkar inte mer.
So probably Wilhelm's right there in that having to give up some of that estate is a big punishment for August.
Hej.
Hej.
Finally,
Jag ska bara inte att det var för den här anledningen. Jag kan visa dig. Mysigt.
man, the casting of these two of the best castings a group's ever made. Very nice scene here. I like this scene. All right, now they're going to it. I see what we're doing now. I wonder if this is going to be a little more intimate season. Well,
Var det så här i din dröm?
that's a very good start.
Det här är bättre.
Get interrupted. They've got to.
Kronprinsen, vi behöver fortsätta.
Simon's like, ha ha ha.
Mig, men vi är klara här. Ni gör hur ni vill, men jag tänker att inte lära mina barn att vissa kommer undan
Man, mom is stubborn.
lagen.
Ja, absolut, jag håller helt och hållet med att det är viktigt att vi lär våra unga att de inte undkommer lagen.
Uh-oh. This is where it gets dirty.
Men i sådana fall gäller ju det även Simon och kronprinsen. August här tänker sig att inte anmäla Simon för att ha sålt sin pappas medicin till elever på Hillerska. Hans höghet hotade August till livet med ett gevär.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, the queen looks at him like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I know you didn't do that.
En försäkring från kungahuset. Att August får en officiell titel som näst i tronföljden efter kron.
Boy, he wants to make sure he's there.
Om du tror att jag kommer låta dig ta över så kan du glömma det.
Du behöver inte låta mig ta över.
Nej.
Ouch.
Om du lyckas fucka upp allt helt på egen hand.
Ja, det är jag som fuckar upp. Ha?
Dina problem började långt in.
Du är en äcklig!
Men sluta!
Wow. That's one upset mom.
Nu har vi skrivit under och det hela måste vara överspelat nu. Vi får lägga det bakom oss. Jag kräver inte att du ska förlåta August. Alltså jag kräver inte ens att ni ska tycka om varandra. Men vi kan inte ha såna här skandaler mer. Speciellt inte mellan er. Erik skulle ha sagt om han hade sett er bete er så här.
Man, she looks so sad.
Förstår ni det? Alltså det här är ingen lek.
It looks like they've really turned her health to a bad side.
Jag lovar, Ers Majestät, att både jag och Wilhelm kommer att sköta oss. Om inte annat för er.
I'm not leaving them like I have in the past, a lot of room in between sets of clips to talk. I'm going to do most of that talking later, but that's powerful right there in, August basically trying to be the peacemaker there after all the issues that have happened. And so I wonder if they're going to try at the end of the season to redeem him in some way. It sort of looks like that. And we're back at Hillerska.
I'm really worried about her. Ja, men vem är inte det? Hon är liksom på sig samma springtights i så flera. Need to have an intervention.
Hej tack. God morgon. Hur är det?
So Felice hasn't taken Sarah's betrayal very well.
Vem skriver du idag?
Ville komma tillbaka idag bara.
Nej. Oh my god. Vadå, det är ju så stor grej, eller?
I mean, did they think he wasn't going to come back?
Wilhelm, får jag prata med dig helt ärligt och öppet en sekund? Om ditt förhållande.
Jag kommer inte sluta träffa Simon.
Det är det ingen som säger.
I like her. She's sort of down to earth.
Men jag tror att om vi använder den här situationen på rätt sätt så kan den hjälpa oss att modernisera bilden av monarkin som en naturlig del.
That's a great idea. That would be awesome.
Vi kommer starta en välgörenhetsstiftelse i ditt namn på din 17-årsdag. Och det här kommer att bli ditt allra första
Is the birthday going to be a big event?
Potentiell risk i det här. Att Simon inte förstår att allt han gör från och med nu faller tillbaka på dig. Det påverkar hela kungahuset.
Oh, I mean, that's true. I mean, they've got to make sure Simone does not interact with social media.
Sociala medier. Han måste ligga lågt just nu. Förstår du vad jag menar?
Ja, jag förstår vad du menar, men...
You know, I really like their use of Frima. I guess is how you pronounce her name here. She's sort of the step back and get control of the situation. She's not up front like Jan Olaf is.
Kissa i den här.
Va?
Jag vill bara vara säker.
Tror du att jag knarkar? Jag rörde inte de där tabletterna själv.
Och du har utgångsförbud. Resten av terminen. Vienes directo de la escuela a la casa.
Any parent will understand.
Jag har nog med en hemmasittare.
Ooh, that was a bite.
Hur gick det på slottet?
Sara! Allt det här är ditt fel!
Strong feelings.
Fråga en massa andra grejer också, som hände för fett länge sedan.
Vadå?
Ja, om invigningarna och grejer.
Oh, you sort of knew this might come back to haunt them. Well, I wasn't really expecting that, but...
Det är bara konstigt, alla stirrar så mycket. Skitsamma. Men jag blir ganska obekväm.
But they are out now.
Att jag både tänker på kronprins och din pojkvän.
How do you be those two?
Tänk om du vill så kan du sova här i helgen.
Man, that's pretty direct.
Hela terminen. Hela terminen? Mamma är jättearg.
Yeah, that could mess those plans up a little.
Men du kan komma hem till mig istället.
Come on, that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But I like the fact that they came into school and they sort of got the elephant in the room out of the way. with all those students there, and they came in, they kissed, and again, their chemistry together is so awesome. And I mean, when you see them kiss, I mean, it's like a real couple. I mean, it's crazy. I think August has some type of body dysfunction.
16 lärare. Pierca nippen, Marre, det är du.
Okej, vad är mer kvar då? Ligga med en etta kanske.
Also some type of game.
Har du blivit kär? Ja, i och för sig, du är ju ganska bra. Då kan ju du och Villa följa på bussen.
Wow, August really fell for Sarah. Man, he must be heartbroken.
Prata inte med henne sådär. Okej?
Okej.
Go August. Good boy. You know, I just think they're going to redeem him. I really do. And I just don't know that he's redeemable. Feel sorry for him, but I just don't know that he's redeemable.
Fin va? Mm. Halshugget med om jag tatuerade in där.
Varför det?
Men jag får inte tatuera in någonting, Simon. Varför?
So he can't get a tattoo. Interesting.
Samma anledning som jag inte får klippa håret kortare så här. Passar sig inte.
What do y'all think about his haircut since season 1? I like the season 1 haircut.
Jag fattar vad du menar.
Men det är också så, hur kommer man över sin bästa vän?
Talk to her. Talk to her.
Hur har det varit för dig sen kronprinsen kom ut? Vi har hört en del rykten om homofobi. Ditt ex, Marcus Sköld.
Oh, goodness. The press.
Okej, här är den. Så sent som i februari sågs kronprinsens pojkvän i sällskap med en annan
News article.
ung man på Hillerskas årliga valentinbal.
So Marcus had to run his mouth.
Det får en ju att undra hur seriöst det hela är, säger en källa nära familjen. När vi till slut når ex-pojkvännen säger han att relationen mellan kronprinsen och Simon Eriksson verkar problematisk.
I wonder who that could have been.
Varför? Jag ska vandra, jag ska paddla.
Kan du simma eller?
Ja, jag kan simma som fan. Jag är som en haj i vattnet.
I mean, you know, he's got to be thinking, is this really worth all of this? You know, and it's tough, and these are teenagers, and man alive, I would not want to be them.
All the pieces together, showing me how to love. You knew how to make.
Again, you're going to see a lot of these clips that are distributed because it is full of music.
Hej, du har kommit till Simon. Du vet vad du ska göra.
Come on, Simone. Answer your phone. Oh, now he's reading the comments. You know, I really like sort of this turn because, of course, in the start, Wilhelm was sort of the one who was in the press all the time, and he still is because of this. But now he's got the maturity to be telling Simone not to. But he's not really, you know, he's not used to something.
Alltså jag vill bara säga att
Wilhelm is. And so
jag kanske inte hade
something
gjort samma val som du, men jag tyckte ändå att det var modigt. Dumt, men modigt.
I like Niles.
Bara undrar hur fan han fucking hanterade allt.
It was brave.
Jag önskar jag kunde fråga honom.
privat.
They have so set Eric up on a
Vadå,
pedestal.
ångrar du dig? Att du sa att det var du?
Nej. Varför skulle jag ångra mig?
Jag vet inte, det...
I have a bad feeling. Oh, Sarah's gone.
Kan jag sova här?
No.
Har det hänt något?
Jag kan bara inte vara hemma just nu.
Okej, vad...
Jag vill inte prata om det.
Jag tar och fixar i sovrummet åt dig.
Det behövs inte. Jag tar soffan. Det är ändå bara tillfälligt. Så.
I'm glad though Dad might have a little more to do in this season. We didn't see him a whole lot. So maybe we can explore that relationship between him and Sarah a little more. We got to see him and Simone a little bit.
Jag vet att det jobbar med Sara. Det vet jag. Men älskling, det är dags. Om det skulle vara så att det inte hjälper så kommer det här nog göra det.
Vad är det här?
Alltså, what? Men du påminner dig om vilka dina riktiga vänner är.
I don't think that came over just exactly like the girl meant it to be, because she still feels that friendship with Sarah, and it's hard to get over that, and they're not really helping. At least not by saying, we're the types of friends you should have.
Minst 3-årselever stormade in i rummet och satte luvor över deras huvuden. Förde dem till en lokal som kallades Palatset. De var tvungna att dricka varandras spott och alla tvingades klä av sig. Sedan sattes en gayporrfilm på en tv. Alla tvingades sitta på rad och titta. Den som fick stånd pekades ut under hånskratt. Prinsen talar om att gå emot gamla förlegade traditioner. Han inspirerade mig att våga prata om det som hände där.
Samling i stora salen nu. Alla lektioner är inställda.
Är det sant? Har det hänt dig? Nej, inte filma.
Jag heter Vanessa Hamilton och jag är tillförordnad rektor. Annette Lilja har begärt tjänstledig tills dess att sanningshalten i de anklagelser som framkommit i media rätts ut. Det har alltså gjorts en anmälan till Skolinspektionen. Därför har vi bestämt att det är dags att ta i med hårdhandskarna. All ej schemalagd aktivitet upphör idag. Poängjakten är härmed inställd. Och så kommer mobiltelefoner omhändertas. Men vi får använda dem.
Yes, I love it.
Utanför sitt elevhem. efter det att utegångsförbudet trätt i kraft. Eller konsumera alkohol. Eller nikotin för den delen. Så kommer det leda till omedelbar avstängning.
Skoja. Vadå? Vi kommer inte kunna hänga.
Prata om, det gäller väl inte oss 3-or, eller hur?
Det gäller samtliga elever. Även de myndiga. Om vi inte kan uppvisa att Hillerska är en trygg miljö så kan vi få ett verksamhetsförbud. Hillerska kan tvingas stänga med omedelbar verkan.
And it's all your fault, August. All your fault. Maybe a little bit of yours too. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, wow, guys and ladies. Whew, that is some opening episode. That might be the best opening episode of all 3 seasons so far. We did a lot of things here, and you know, this, man, they just keep hitting these episodes out of the park. Okay, lots to talk about here, and I'm going to try to keep it somewhat limited. So, what are my thoughts about, just to let you know, we're moving in now to the part of the video that is the, basically the reaction. So I'm going to tell you things I liked, things I didn't like, just my opinion. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. But the reason I do this is so we can discuss and look at these shows and you know, maybe learn some new things about them. Okay, so I'm going to tell you there was nothing about this episode I did not like. This has been most of the Young Royals episodes. There may have been a couple things here and there that I didn't like. So let's talk about that opening scene where everybody was, I guess, in the Capitol or in at least the palace and discussing a possible settlement. I thought that was a great scene. I love the fact that Simone's mom was sort of standing up for him and wanted to stand up for him. I also like the fact that they did end up making August have to pay. That I think was important. Although sort of August had to fight for himself, him and his stepdad, because they were wanting to go to court, and August and stepdad really basically said, hey, if we go to court, you know what's going to come out. Wilhelm held a gun at August's head. That's not legal. Also, Simone is selling his dad's pills. That's not legal either. All that's going to come out if we go to court. And so that seemed to be the deciding factor. And I liked how that was written in. And, you know, I liked how sort of at the end of last season, August really brought that into play right there in that last episode, or those last couple episodes when he brought Wilhelm in and said, hey, don't do anything stupid or I'm going to turn these pills in that you sold and it'll get Simone in trouble. I mean, I think August is being a little unrealistic there because I'm sure buying drugs is not legal as well. And so with that, he probably would have had some more issues for himself. But love the opening scene. I don't know what to think about the Queen and her state. She seems to be much weaker. She seems to, I don't know. Is it a mental problem? Is it a health problem? A physical problem? Is it something that maybe a little bit of both? Are we going to get see some more mental health interventions here, even with the Queen? You know, and are they going to let her die and make Wilhelm either become the new king or, Lord, August become king. You know, that's one of those things. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not necessarily against it, but you know, could there be something in that last episode that flashes ahead, maybe let's say 5 years, and Wilhelm has become king? You know, I'm wondering how they're going to end this whole thing in episode number 6. And with that, you know, I think Wilhelm still has a lot to learn, so I'm not sure it's a great idea to make him king right now. Might he abdicate? You know, I know, and this might be a little spoiler, so turn this off for like 10 seconds if you don't want spoilers. But I was reading an article on Facebook. It wasn't really an article, it was just a post that said that it showed a picture and the captioning on it had something about him abdicating. I don't think that would have gotten out if he was really going to abdicate. You know, I'm hoping that eventually he's going to use his position for good. Okay, so loved all that. You know, as they came back, I loved basically that Simone's mom is mad at him and wanting him to take drug test. He is grounded. Of course, the grounding is setting up the problem for our heroes, because now they're only going to be able to see each other during school hours, and that's just not much fun, or at least not as much fun as they want to have. Love that. You know, the sort of detente between the Queen, Wilhelm, and our boy August. You know, I like the fact they did that, but also, listen, I'm never going to love August or even like August here, and I don't know what I feel about them maybe trying to redeem him, but I do think he loves the monarchy, and right now he has a queen, he has a crown prince, and you could sort of tell he was wanting to sort of get out of that situation, okay, when he said, yeah, you know, me and Wilhelm will be good, okay. So we'll see if that actually happens. So sort of moving on, they come to school. I like sort of how everything happened there. I like that they got the elephant out of the room and just had them kiss to start with. You know, as we go on, lots of things are happening, and of course, one of the really big things I'm glad they had is Farima. I like her and the way she comes over. She's sort of that neutral type voice, where Jan Olof is more direct. She sort of tries to come in the back door instead of just coming full-fledged through the front. And so talking to Wilhelm in the car as he was coming back about possibly setting up a foundation, possibly bringing in younger people as royalists and the monarchy, or into the monarchy, which I thought was interesting because, you know, the way this is written and the way it is acted by Edvin writing and his facial expressions, every now and then you get the idea that he's wondering, maybe is the monarchy actually still necessary? Should he be even worried about this? Just let the monarchy go, maybe. You know, that's what his face is telling me sometimes. But that's also because of his relationship. Sort of moving on, you know, with everything going on, I love the fact we're going to probably see more of Sarah's dad since he has moved in. Big question, is she going to go back to Hillerska or not? I mean, I don't know what the limits are there, but I'm assuming she has to get an education somewhere. The other big thing that happened in the car was basically Simone is going to have to stay off of social media. We see near the end of the episode, he is very upset about what they're saying. Of course, people are very cruel. Just pull up tons of social media accounts, and you will see people who are just ragging on somebody for really no reason, and or they're just being hateful. And that's something that I'm glad they are also addressing. Okay, I love that. I love the fact this show addresses so many things that especially teenagers need to take to heart. You know, things like social media. Don't read it. Don't worry about it. Just skip it. Get rid of it. Okay, if it's going to be a problem. I love the mental health aspect of especially this show, and the idea of having having Wilhelm last season going and talking to the psychologist or psychiatrist person at the school, or guidance counselor. I don't know what his official title is. And so basically, I think that's an excellent idea, and I love the way they do that. And I'm looking forward to see where they take that this season, because mental health has been something that they have basically talked about through the first 2 seasons. And then, wow, what a shocking ending, guys. Basically, we find out a couple things at the end. First off, we find out that these parties or these initiations have been happening for a long time. Someone actually came out and was inspired by Wilhelm, and they went out and told their story to the press. Not a good idea, really, especially not for the people at Hillerska. But with that going on, you had a situation where, it was not the exact same as what happened to Wilhelm. And I love the fact they had Simone ask him, did this happen to you? And Wilhelm said, not like it said in the papers. And I like that, because I think that would have been something I would have missed, because of course Simone is going to ask him about that. Okay. And then of course we find out it was more of they watched some type of gay porno, and they were made fun of. And that's way, what they were doing was crossing the line. That is way crossing the line, what they were doing. And then, of course, we get to the very, very end and find out, well, we have basically like a school board's coming in to see if we can continue to operate at Hillerska. They bring in a new principal. Boy, she is tough looking. I'll give her that. And basically they say, you're not going to be able to do anything. We don't trust you. So you've got a 7 p.m. curfew. You can only use your phone for an hour a day. I can't even imagine kids today only having their phone for an hour a day. That's crazy. Canceling all these different events that they were doing. At one point they were, I don't remember what it was called, but they were discussing a challenge where they would go out and get points by doing things that really were sort of not very nice to almost illegal. So, with that, I'm interested to see where that goes. Okay, do they close maybe Hillerska at the very end? I'm wondering maybe if, we're going to find out a lot more information about, what happened to August, what was going on with those initiations. Because the way they sort of filmed August, filmed Vincent, who I hate, it makes you think there's something else going on there. Okay? Now, for that, I basically done for this episode on the review. There's a lot of great stuff here. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Now, with that, I am going to address one thing, and this comes from last season, and I had a couple of nasty comments about the pronunciation of Simone. Okay? And we're going to watch this, and I'll probably keep it on the Swedish subtitles and go from there, especially because of all the music they're using. But the way it's being pronounced in Swedish and the way it's being pronounced even on the English dub is Simone. Now, I might say Simone too much. That is just my accent. But Simone, that's how I'm going to pronounce his name. If you don't like it, tough. Okay? It's not meant to be anything. I'm not making fun of anything. Somebody implied that I was making fun of the name. And I'm not. It's what they are calling him. Are you watching the actual show and listening to what they call him? Okay? They have never, in the dubs and anything else, called him Simon. Okay? If they did, I would call him Simon, no problem. Okay? So I wanted to clear that up. Hopefully I'm not going to have that comment anymore. But if that's something you want to comment about, yeah, just keep it to yourself. Okay? There's so much great stuff coming out of this show. To have comments like that is just very disappointing. All right? So with that, another great episode. Can't wait to see episode 2 of this season. This is just going to go way too fast. But great episode, great intro to the season. And I will say, it seems like these episodes are a little bit longer. I've sort of looked through, and like this one was, I think, close to 40 minutes. I looked at sort of the times on the others, and it looks like they're all sort of coming in somewhere around 45 to 47 minutes, which seems to be a lot longer than at least maybe season 1 and season 2. So I'm looking forward to that. I wish it would have been 8 to 10 episodes, but it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Young Royals, episode 1 of season 3. It really was very interesting, and if you have any questions, any comments, please leave them below. And with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, and for all those people who are subscribing. And if you are watching, please go kill that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I could use as many subscriptions as we can get. We're going to keep getting these videos out, and into the summer we're going to have hopefully a lot more. So we're pushing for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. And so with that, hit that subscribe button. Also, comment below and get us recognized on the algorithm. So with that, I'm going to say bye, and we're going to talk, and we're going to discuss Young Royals again on the next episode. See you then.